would you rather?
Hmm.
And we've got 3 would you rathers for you. One is related to college football. The other 2 are not. So we're going to learn a little bit about Todd Blackledge and myself. So
Okay.
first, would you rather question? All right. Would you rather have a run heavy or a pass heavy team? Like, let's say your offense is pretty divided. Like, you really can't run the ball at all, but you have an awesome air attack. Or you can't throw the ball hardly at all, but you have a great running attack. Which of those would you rather have if you're a coach or a team? What's better?
Well, I would prefer a run-heavy team if I was given those 2 choices. And I was a quarterback who loved to throw the football. However, I'm a Midwestern guy, grew up in Ohio, played in Pennsylvania for college. And when you get to this time of year, late October, early November, the weather is not very good. And when you have to deal with weather, whether it's rain or cold or wind, it's a lot easier to be a great running football team. And to depend on that running and stopping the run than it is to throw the football. So because of that, and particularly playing where I played in college in my career, I would prefer to be a run-heavy team.
Yeah, that's great. I would say the same thing. Even though I'm a receiver from high school, I always wanted us to throw it every play. But the ability to run sets up the pass as well a lot of times. So
Yeah.
Okay, second question. Would you rather, if you could time travel, all right, which would be amazing, would you rather travel to the future or to the past at any length of time, 5 years, 10 minutes, 150 years, forward or backward? If you can only do one, which way would you go?
Backwards. I would like to go to the past. Yeah. Yeah. I really like history and military history, in particular. So I would like to go back and, see some of that, talk to some of the, Ulysses S. Grant, or Robert E. Lee, or, really love the Civil War history, or even further back, I think that would be cool.
Back in the days of Washington and the Revolution, be able to see some of that stuff, or back to even as recent as World War II, and be in the Situation Room with Winston Churchill. If you could, that'd be pretty sweet. That'd be pretty cool. That's good. It's a good answer, Todd, because you're not tempted to see what's ahead. You're not worried about it. Whatever happens. If the world's here in 25 years, great. If it's not, then oh well. But we're going to go back and learn some things. I like that.
Yeah. And you, what would you rather do?
I think I'm a huge history buff. I minored in history in college on accident because I took so many electives that were history classes. So I would tend to go back. I think I would want to go to the future, like the sensationalism of that experience would be like, I want to see what the world's like in 100 years. But I love history too much. If I could go back and meet these people and be part of that and see that would be, that'd be pretty awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll go together. We'll go together. We'll go back and check all that stuff out.
Yeah.
All right. Last, would you rather do 30 minutes of stand-up comedy or 30 minutes of jazzercise? All right. You've got 30 minutes on your hands with nothing to do, and someone's telling you either got to get up to the mic and do stand-up comedy in front of a crowd, or we're going to put you in a jazzercise class and you're going to do that for 30 minutes. If you had to pick one of those.
Yeah. So I've never done either. And my opinion would be that both would be excruciatingly painful. So if I had to choose, I'm going to choose the jazzercise, actually, because I don't know what I would do if I started getting heckled. If I was doing comedy and, I got heckled and nobody laughed at my jokes. I mean, I don't know if I could deal with that.
If you were getting heckled, do you think you would would you buckle? Would your tendency to be like, oh my, like tears, or would it be like fighting? I'm going to fight you right now because you said.
No, I probably neither. I don't think I would break down and cry, and I don't think that I would want to fight. But I'm a people pleaser. I want the people to be happy. I want them. So yeah. It'd probably be tough for me. I may be a little bit too thin-skinned for that. I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
but you could tell me, right? I mean, because you kind of know all about people maybe not laughing at jokes, right?
Yeah, I know all about that. Yeah, that happens to me on a daily basis. It's easier. I do some stand up, and I've not been heckled too bad at all. It's been pretty easy as far as that goes. But the heckling on the internet still happens, so that's easier to deal with. You just be like, whatever, and just go on.
Right.
But, I would love to see you doing some jazzercise. That'd be great. So, for all listeners, you just picture Todd Blackledge doing jazzercise right now.
I could do jazzy hands.
Jazz hands. That's right.
Jazz hands. Yeah.
Yeah. Spirit fingers as well. You got spirit fingers? I got 3 daughters. They all know about spirit fingers because they're all cheerleaders. And
spirit fingers. I didn't even know what that meant when you said it. I just did it. I had no idea what I was doing.
I just led you down there. You never knew where you might be going, and you tested me blindly with that spirit fingers. I got 3 cheerleaders and 4 cheerleaders in my house, so I know all about spirit fingers.
Gotcha.